Welcome to Next, a Smart Business, the podcast where we uncover how ordinary people turn rolling kitchens into million-dollar machines. Here, we don't talk theories, we talk strategy. Real stories, real numbers, real entrepreneurs who started with nothing but a food truck and a dream, and ended up building brands that rival restaurants. In each episode, we peel back the curtain on the secret economics of the street, how data, design, and pure grit can turn one parking spot into a full-time fortune. Whether you're a dreamer, a hustler, or just hungry to learn how small ideas become massive success stories, this is your show. So buckle up, turn up the volume, and let's hit the road, where business meets flavor and ambition meets opportunity. They say the food truck business is simple. Buy a truck, cook great food, and park where the crowd is. But what if I told you that's exactly why most trucks fail? Because the real winners, the ones pulling in 6 and even 7 figures, don't chase crowds. They create demand. And they do it by tailoring every inch of their business to the exact needs, moods, and movements of their customers. Welcome to Street Eats and Smart Business, where we uncover how real entrepreneurs turn ordinary trucks into extraordinary money machines. Let's start with a number that might surprise you. The global food truck market was worth nearly $5 billion in 2024, and it's on track to hit $9 billion by 2033. That's almost double in less than a decade. And yet, 60% of trucks quit within the first 3 years. Why? Because they ignore the golden rule. Your truck isn't a kitchen, it's a mobile data lab. The most profitable trucks treat every day like an experiment. They track what sells, where it sells, and who's buying. Then they pivot fast, faster than restaurants ever could. Take Waffles and Dingus in New York. They didn't just park anywhere. They mapped out office worker lunch hours, park foot traffic, and tourist zones, then rotated their routes with military precision. That single insight turned one Belgian waffle truck into a brand worth millions. Or look at Cousins Maine Lobster. 2 cousins started with 1 truck in Los Angeles, but they didn't just sell lobster rolls, they sold nostalgia. They understood their target, East Coast transplants craving home. They tailored every ad, every menu line to that feeling. A few years later, they've got over 40 locations and over $30 million in sales. Here's the truth most people miss. The truck isn't your business. The customer map is. Here's a lesser-known strategy the pros use, called dynamic anchoring. Instead of parking randomly, they use anchor locations. 1 high-traffic lunch spot, 1 predictable night crowd, and 1 weekly event contract. That trifecta guarantees daily flow, brand repetition, and 0 downtime. Another hidden trick is geo-mirroring. Successful trucks identify similar neighborhoods in nearby cities with the same demographic profile, income level, population density, and food spending habits. Then they replicate their concept there. Same truck design, same menu, new audience, instant scale without reinventing anything. And then there's menu psychology. Data shows the average customer decides what to eat in just 7 seconds. Top trucks use that moment strategically. They design a menu that's readable in 1 glance, with high-margin items in the sweet spot, middle right of the menu board. Simple menus win. A truck with 4 items outsells a truck with 8 by nearly 23%, according to Toast's mobile vendor analysis. Let's talk numbers. The average U.S. food truck makes about $346,000 a year, but top performers go way beyond. Trucks like the Lobos truck in L.A., gourmet comfort food, pull in over $1.2 million a year with just 1 truck. How? They tailored their menu to nightclub crowds, rich, cheesy, photogenic food that blows up on Instagram after midnight. They didn't fight the restaurant crowd, they served the after-party. And now a new frontier is emerging, using trucks as micro-fulfillment nodes for ghost kitchens. Imagine a truck that doesn't sell tacos on the street, it delivers 5 virtual brands directly to customers' doors. Companies like Cloud Kitchens and Reef are experimenting with just this. It's a hybrid model, part mobile restaurant, part last-mile logistics hub. It slashes delivery costs and boosts virtual brand reach, especially in dense cities. Want another secret? Smart scheduling. The top 1% of food trucks use predictive analytics. They track local events, weather, and online buzz to forecast sales. Some even use AI tools like Placer.ai or Predict HQ to pick their next spot. It's not guesswork anymore. It's data-driven hunger mapping. And don't underestimate storytelling. People don't just buy food, they buy identity. If your brand tells a story that feels real, you win loyalty fast. For example, the Halal Guys began as a food cart serving Muslim cab drivers in New York. They leaned into their story, affordable, authentic, made with care, and now they're a $40 million global franchise. Here's something no one talks about: partnership stacking. Smart truck owners partner with breweries, co-working spaces, and even apartment complexes. Imagine your truck parked outside a co-working hub every Tuesday, guaranteed 200 potential customers who don't want to leave for lunch. Or outside an apartment complex on Friday nights, tired families ready to order without cooking. These small, repeatable partnerships build predictable weekly revenue without ads. Let's crunch a real example. You serve 100 meals a day at $12 average ticket. That's $1,200 daily. Work 25 days a month, that's $30,000 monthly, $360,000 a year. Now add catering and events, maybe 5 events a month at $1,500 each. That's another $90,000 a year. You're now sitting at roughly $450,000 in revenue, with about $120,000 in profit from one truck. Add a second truck using the same system, and you're over $250,000 in yearly profit. So how do you start? Step 1. Learn your audience like a scientist. Don't just guess. Use free tools like Google Mobility Data, Eventbrite, and Yelp Analytics to see where your target customers actually move. Step 2. Simplify your menu to 4 killer items that solve one problem: quick, flavorful, and Instagrammable. Step 3. Build a pattern. Park at the same spots, same time every week. Predictability builds trust and routine. Step 4. Expand with intent. Add delivery partnerships, event catering, and maybe a branded ghost kitchen brand that your truck fulfills. And finally, tell your story loudly on TikTok, on Instagram, in your packaging. Customers don't fall in love with trucks, they fall in love with stories. Because the truth is, the modern food truck isn't a vehicle, it's a platform for entrepreneurship, storytelling, and connection. And the ones who understand that, who tailor their strategy to every customer heartbeat, are turning street food into serious fortunes. So if you've ever dreamed of owning a food truck, remember this: you're not serving meals, you're serving moments. And moments, when done right, can be worth millions. This is Street Eats and Smart Business, the show that proves opportunity isn't hiding in skyscrapers or boardrooms. It's parked right on the corner, sizzling on a hot grill, waiting for someone bold enough to take the wheel.